Hi, it's me again, Sarah of the Forest, and yeah, I am gonna do some figure drawing because I decided that over the 1 month break that I get between semesters, I want to improve my proportions and just figure drawing and all of that jazz. Um, yeah. So I decided I'm going to fill this sketchbook over the next month. And I got a little behind, and I knew that I would because, today is my last day of the semester, but it was my last week, fell into the first week of the month. So I knew that I would fall behind, but I also knew that I have lots of time to catch up. So that's fine. That's what I'm doing right now in this video, is just doing some catch up. I just want to say that the girl I just drew, she was wearing like a veil. It's not my weird attempt at hair. I just want to say that. With that being said, actually, this is a sketchbook, so it's for learning, and a lot of these aren't going to be great, but that's okay because that's how you get better, is by making lots of not great stuff, and eventually it gets a little bit more great, right? Hopefully. I've been learning a lot at school, and that's really cool. I mean, you would hope that I would be learning. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I have kind of learned that, I don't know, that I had these preconceived notions that being good at art means you had really good techniques, and you can make things look really realistic, and we all have these kind of ideas of what art is, or what people think art is anyways, but really art is whatever. And you don't have to make stuff look realistic, because you could just take a picture. And that's one really big thing that I learned, is that if you're gonna make art, what are you gonna add to it that couldn't just be recorded via photograph, you know? I don't know. That really stuck with me. And also, these heads are just awful, just so you know. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna do a whole sketchbook challenge of heads and faces after this one, because I'm doing figure drawings from Croquis Cafe in a lot of these, and some of them are on from Pinterest references. Those ones I try to draw the face in if the reference has a face. But yeah, I really need a lot of work on that, especially with men. I can't draw men. They always end up looking so weird and stiff and rigid, and I don't know. That was just, it's trial and error, guys. That's the way it works. That's another thing that I kind of learned at school that I would have never really done before, is now I've been trying to work a lot in mediums that are not really erasable. Yeah, I made this really aggressive line because my dog startled me. Anyways, yeah, just going right to the paper with ink or whatever without drawing anything on it is really scary. And I had to do that a lot of times. And you know what? It didn't always turn out that bad. So I've been really pushing myself to not use things that I can erase and whatever. Learning is learning. It's okay if I make a mistake, as long as I see where I could do better, and I try to work on that, you know? So that's kind of part of the sketchbook, is I'm not trying to get super invested into every single drawing. I'm more just I don't know. Maybe it's not a good thing to do like quantity over quality, but ultimately, like to get better, you gotta draw. You gotta do the work. And that's another thing I learned at school actually is I don't know, with art there's just do. Like you just do it. And you can think about it forever, but then it won't really get done. And I don't know. I mean, perfectionism like is a thing and it sucks and a lot of people will kind of like just never start because of that. But yeah. I learned like to be an artist, you have to kind of really be like self-sufficient and self-driven, like especially when you have a lot of people telling you that basically you're never gonna make money or create a job out of it. Yeah, that's a thing. And, you know, like you gotta be able to kind of push yourself out there and create your own thing and get yourself noticed because you kind of have the whole world against you being like, so what are you gonna do with that? You gonna be a teacher or where do you want to work? Like what? I don't know. I kind of just been like on the stance of I'm not gonna get a job, I'm just gonna make one. So that's what I've been telling people when they ask me because believe me, they ask. Yeah. I don't know. What else have I learned at school? Along with like not really making things like look very realistic, I decided that I still want to be able to draw people. I don't know why. I'm just drawn to that. So, yeah. I want to be able to make art that includes people and I guess you got to learn the rules in order to break them, right? So, here I am, learning the rules. I think that next time I'll have my phone actually in the frame so that you can see the references that I'm drawing. I was actually just using my laptop on Pinterest and then my phone was like dying and plugged in, but I decided to use it to catch up on all my favorite YouTubers because I feel like they all just kind of put out videos that day. So I had a big day of consuming YouTube content. Yeah. What else? I don't know. I felt like, yeah, I was just going to do some sketching and have a little bit of a chatty voiceover. One thing that I kind of really learned in like my drawing class was paying attention to negative space. That's really helped me, especially with like drawing figures and stuff, like really paying attention to the negative space in between, say, like their arm and their waist or things like that. Yeah. I probably won't draw a lot of men in here because honestly, I'm pretty bad at it. So, maybe I'll dedicate another sketchbook to that. I don't know. I just got this sketchbook at Michael's for super cheap, and I just think I'm gonna probably keep doing that. Like every month, kind of focus on one thing that I want to improve. I don't know. Here I like to go back over because a lot of them are just 1 or 2 minute sketches. I don't really get a lot of time to fill in other details. So I usually like to go in with a couple other colors and just, I don't know, make them more fun and full and create more shapes and tones. And I don't know. That's about it. That's all I got for you guys. So if you like to sketch with me or whatever, then like and subscribe maybe if you feel like it. And yeah, see ya next time. Bye.